Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of the JayCast. And welcome back, my lovely people. Hope everyone's having a great week. Had a great Thanksgiving holiday. Hope everyone's having a great Black Friday shopping. Getting all that shopping done, while it's cheap. Hopefully, no one got injured out there. It's kind of crazy out there. People would be fighting over shit, and you just gotta stay safe out there. You never know what's gonna happen on Black Friday. It's like all common sense just goes out the window. But I hope everyone had got to spend Thanksgiving with their loved ones, and just had a good time, had a good Thanksgiving, and I had a good holiday. On to the next one, on to Christmas. One of people's favorites. It's one of my favorites. No matter how old you are, you can always dress up in PJs or dress up as Santa. That was my thing, always dressing up as Santa. Always loved dressing up as Santa. When I was a kid, I'm playing Santa and handing out presents to, my younger siblings and whatnot. But now I just dress up as Santa and go to, pub crawls, which is great. That's another great activity you can do when you're older, So, but yeah, so now, on to the next. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. New Year's coming up. Maybe some people are waiting for the new year. Some people, actually they're always waiting for the new year. Once the new year comes, it's always a new year, new me. Which is fine. Yeah. And then people have their New Year's resolutions that last about 2 weeks. Some of you actually get it done though. Some of you credit. I'm one of those who it lasts maybe 2 weeks, even maybe 2 days. So I'm kind of maybe speaking for myself, but I'm sure there's others out there like me. So, But yeah, we're not in the studio today. We are, we're in the hotel room out here in Philadelphia. Beautiful Philadelphia out here on the East Coast. It's actually a beautiful day. And, people always ask me, why don't you just go out, enjoy the city, go out and, explore. It's a lot of history here in Philadelphia, a lot of history. But I mean, I've done all that. I've seen it all. I've done it. It's cool. You get to see a lot of cool history stuff, and then you get to see, where Rocky, ran up the stairs. The Eye of the Tiger. So, but I've done all that, so that's why I'm chilling. It's cold outside too. I don't want to be outside. It's freezing. It's the winter months are coming. It's here. So I choose to stay in. It's a nice Friday. It's like I said, Black Friday, and we're just out here watching football. We're just chilling. Got the hotel right next to the Reading Terminal Market. For those of you who've been to Philly, know what that is. But yeah. So shout out Philly. It is a beautiful city. It's a beautiful city. And let me tell you about the people here in Philadelphia. They are very, they got a lot of pride in their city. Got a lot of pride in their sports teams. Pretty sure they'll fight anybody. So got to watch out for them. For them Eagles, for the Phillies, you got to watch out for the 76ers. Next thing you know, Embiid might be coming up around the corner and smacking you in the face. I don't know. I have no idea. That's not for me to say. But, but it's a great city, great people here. It's the city of brotherly love, So, I love Philly. It's a great city. But, yeah. Anyways, what's going on in the world? Well, what's going on? Not a whole lot. Take a sip. What's going on is Paradise is playing the Sutter Huskies tomorrow in the section championship game. So I am excited for that. Unfortunately, I will not be there. Kind of bummed out about that, but I get to stream it, so that would be cool. Hopefully, the stream comes in good because I'll be in Mexico, so I don't, hopefully the Wi-Fi is good out there in Mexico because I got a game to watch, and I may actually do a live stream with the during the game. I don't know. We'll see how good the Wi-Fi is when I get there. So for those of you that want to watch the game and get score updates, hopefully that will happen. But we'll see. We will see. But yeah, they're playing the Sutter Huskies, and this is a crazy game. But before we get into the Sutter game, I'm going to show you just a little bit of recap of Paradise against West Valley last Friday, about a week ago. Paradise won 28-13. It was a Paradise beatdown, as we like to say. It was just a great game by the team. Great, the coaches really had those players ready, and I couldn't be any more proud of those kids. Just they had 6 players missing. They had 6 players missing and still came out with the dub and dominated. And the players that stepped in just did an amazing job. So, this team's got a lot of just heart, and they're just resilient. So, Sutter, you better watch out, man. Sutter, this team is hot right now. And Paradise is always hot when they get in the playoffs. The defense always comes and steps up. And in the West Valley game, the defense really showed up to play. I was really impressed by the defense. And the offense as well. They didn't have the ball too much in the second half. I think, the defense was, Paradise's defense was on the field pretty much the whole second half. So, and they scored. They had 2 takeaways and they scored. So, the defense really showed up for them. And that was huge. They needed that. And they had players that were stepping in because there were 6 players not playing. They were suspended from the previous playoff game against Live Oak. And the players that stepped in did an amazing job. And that was awesome to see. That was so cool to see. And like I said, I couldn't be any more proud of them. But here's a little recap of if you didn't go to the game. I'm sure you heard all about it. But if you didn't go to the game or you haven't seen any highlights, I'm going to just show you some highlights from the game. And then we can move on to the Sutter preview.
It's going to be a Paradise touchdown. Short kick, taken at the 17.
Look first. Go to Williams first. Let's go, Bozo. Let's go deep.
There's Morrison at the middle. It's 85. Down at the pass. Pass is intercepted. Brown's pass complete.
Boys, great.
And there you have it. And there you have it. So 28-13 Paradise. It was a great team win. And that was a good West Valley team. They were undefeated. And, the better team came out and played. Just, pure and simple. So, shout out Paradise for that. But, this West Valley game. And also, for those of you who are going to the game is no longer, and most of you know this, but the game is no longer at Sutter High School. It is at River Valley High School, which is in Yuba City. And that's at 7 o'clock on Saturday. So that'll be tomorrow. So most of you will be watching this will be probably tomorrow. So, 7 o'clock, River Valley. I hope there's a big showing. I'm sure there will be. The reason the game was moved to River Valley, was because Sutter didn't have the capacity to hold, all the attendance. They just have a small field, not big bleachers, and there's gonna be a bunch of media there as well. So they had to move the game to a bigger venue, which is good. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Actually, it's a turf field. It's probably going to be raining, so it won't be as messy. We'll see, though. These are both some ground and pound teams, Wing T teams, so shout out to the Wing T out here running the northern section. Sutter is 11-1 with one loss to, I believe, some Bay Area team. But, they're a good squad. They beat Chico, and Chico only has one loss. They lost 40-0 to Sutter. So Sutter's a real deal. This is not going to be an easy game. And Paradise is underdogs by 5 points. They have the score 19-24. That is the predicted score for the game. But so we'll see what happens. I'm excited. You know, uh, it's I mean, I'm just so happy to see a Sutter Paradise game. For all the people who have played at Paradise High School, know that Sutter has always been a game that we wanted to play, and since we were in different divisions, it just never happened. And now that we have a chance to actually, now that's going to actually happen, I'm excited to see what the outcome's going to be. Obviously, I'm going to be biased, and I hope Paradise wins the game. What a story! What a story it has been, and I hope to come out with a dub and have a chance at state. It'd be the first time that Paradise has ever even been to state. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm excited, but I also just want to look over just Paradise's full schedule and their record. Just absolutely dominated. Just absolutely dominated, shutting out more than half the teams they played. I mean, that's impressive. I know it was a weaker schedule than what they usually play, but still. After the fire happened, they didn't know if they were going to even have enough players to field a team. So to do the things they're doing is pretty remarkable, and is a crazy story. It is crazy. So I'm just so happy for them. I want to see them win. I want to see them succeed. And whatever the outcome is they should always, hold their heads high, because they've done more for this town than a lot of people can even realize, really. It's gotten me excited about. I mean, I've never been so into a high school football team since I've played. So I'm just rooting them for big time. So we'll see what happens. It's gonna be a good game. I think Paradise is gonna win, though. That's of course I'm biased, but I think they're gonna win. They're gonna get the dub. They're gonna get that dub. And just the showing last week to play at West Valley, that's a hard place to play a team that's 11-0. The defending section champs, they went to state. So to go in there and beat them like they did, that was a statement. So I'm excited. And, I know this is going to be a match. This is going to be a good matchup. I'm nervous for them. I'm really nervous for them, but I'm excited for them at the same time. And I know they'll be ready, because those coaches are going to get them ready, and those players are already ready. They got the best coaching staff in the northern section. I truly believe that. So anything's possible. And shout out to the sophomores on the team too. The sophomores on Paradise's team is just I don't think they've lost a game in like 4 years. They haven't lost a game, I don't think, in like 4 years. They've been absolutely dominating. So, and they've played in big games, so they got big game experience, And so does the other, the whole team has big game experience. Playing that last game was big game experience. So, they have that for them. I think, it's crazy that there's been all this media around it, all this whole big story covering them, and that can be a big distraction. And they haven't made it where it's like, they just kind of blank it out. They don't really think about it too much, which is crazy, because if I had that many distractions around me, I think it would probably hurt. I don't know if I could. It'd just be too much of a distraction, really. So, but this team's hungry. They got more to play, and you know what? They got nothing to lose, really. They really have nothing to lose. They've lost everything. And what's more dangerous than a great team? A great team that has nothing to lose, and that's scary. That is scary to play right there. And they showed it to you last week, how hungry they are. And, playing with 6 players out, I can't get over that. I was real nervous going into that game last week. Just super nervous that they had 6 players missing. That's huge. And it didn't even faze them. That's what's so crazy about it. So, I'm going to guess, if I'm going to have to guess a score, I'm guessing it's going to be 35-21. That's my score, 35-21. I think there's going to be some scores quick in the game. And then, this Paradise is going to have to just, run that wing T, run that 33 belly, run that 32 trap, run that 28 sweep, do what Prince does out there, and that's win championships, baby. And that's win championships. So, we'll see. We'll see, Good luck to the players. Good luck to the coaches. You got the whole town behind your back. We're rooting for you. And, as they say, hopefully it's a beat down, baby. Let's go. Let's go. But anyways, that's all really I have for that. I don't want to keep going on and repeating myself. So I'm going to switch it. I'm going to shift it up to a different gear over here. But, so I got some funny videos to show you guys. But some of you guys might have seen these, but I think they're hilarious. So this one's funny. This one cracks me up. Right here. So it's the end of the game, and this guy decides to steal the ball while his team is down by more than 50 points. And the clock is running down, and he steals the ball to go for a dunk. Now listen, this is just ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous because the fact that this dude's gonna sneak up behind him, and go for a dunk, and then try to slam it and act hard. He's trying to act hard up in here. He's saying he doesn't give a fuck. That's what he's saying. Well, he should, because his team lost by 50 points. His team lost by 50 points. And, he looked like a clown, Fuck that guy. That guy's, dude. To think that you're acting like, you're hard because you went and stole the ball when the guy wasn't even, looking. The game was over. You lost by over 50 points. But you're going to go and try to slam the ball like that? I don't know, man. It's pretty suspect. Pretty suspect. And if I was the coach, I would be pissed. I would be pissed. And I didn't watch the full game, so I don't know if there was any, other things that went down in the game. But regardless, that was just, really, really just a bitch move. And, I got to watch it again just one more time because, he just thinks he's so gangster, too. That's the thing. He just thinks he's so gangster. Like, sneaks up, a little bastard. I wish he would have got swatted. If he would have got swatted, that would have been the greatest video ever. If he would have just got swatted. Oh, my God. That's insane. That is insane, dude. If I was a coach, I think I'd be pretty mad. But, that's why I'm not the coach. I'm just sitting here talking to you guys. But, that was just ridiculous, right? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I think it's kind of ridiculous. But, hey, maybe he needed to get those 2 points. Your squad did just lose by 50 points, but that's okay, right? As long as you got that dunk in there. And his attitude afterward, like he just did something amazing. Anybody could do that. Anybody could sneak up around the guy and just steal the ball from him when he thinks the game's over. And the game is over. So, man, I don't know. He had his 15 seconds of fame. He got it. I'm sitting here. I'm talking about it, right? So, the thing is you just shouldn't be doing that. You should just swallow your pride and be like, oh, I lost by 50. Oh, well. But, who knows? Oh, this video right here. This one's great.
Get off the bus! Get off the fucking bus! Get off the bus, yo! Get off the bus! Oh my gosh, what's that thing on fucking kid? What do you mean? Fucking run! Fucking kid, bro! Oh my god! crazy, yo. Yo, get up. You okay?
That's not a kid.
Fucking.
That's a grown ass man.
That's not a kid.
Oh, God, Lee. It's a grown-ass man. Oh, that is hilarious. That is comical right there. Dude, you can't make that shit up. That is hilarious. And I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was staged. I hope it was staged. Either way, regardless, that is hilarious. He's like, that's not a kid. Oh, man. No, it's not. That's a grown-ass man. Everybody was so confused, like, what the hell just happened? That lady, you know, and that is a reaction, and, you know, you should see if that were to be a little kid and so a grown man is throwing him off the bus. You know, that is the reaction you want to see. But, man, they got people right there. That's comedy. Everyone's just reaction is like, damn, we just got punked. And the funny thing is the dude's just so wrapped up. It's just you see this little head. And no, that was that. I mean, I don't know. You know, I mean, that'd be my reaction if I seen that. I've been like, oh shit, you can't be doing that to a little kid. But it is what it is, right? And unfortunately, it was actually a grown ass man. And you know, you gotta just keep on trucking on, because man, I gotta watch it one more time. This shit is so funny. I love how he throws like a little toy off the bus.
Get off the bus! Get off the fucking bus! Get off the bus, yo! Get off the bus!
Oh my gosh, what's that thing on me?
People are helping him. They're all confused. The best part is they're all just confused. Everyone's confused. That's a grown ass man.
You okay?
That's not a kid.
This dude right here in the hat.
That's a grown ass man.
That's not a kid.
Oh, this guy's like, what the fuck? This lady, look at this lady's face. Oh, she's like, what just happened? Oh my gosh. That is great. You can't make this shit up, man. I mean, you can. They made it up, obviously. But like going out and seeing that in public, you're just like, holy shit, guess what happened to me today? You know, I thought this little kid got thrown off the bus by this grown-ass man. Little did we know it was a grown-ass man throwing another little grown-ass man off the bus, dressed as a little kid. And I love how he throws a little toy off the bus first. And he tells him to get the fuck off the bus. That is comical. That is so funny, dude. Oh, man. And dude. That is crazy. But, you know, you live and you learn as a civilian, I guess. You're just out there, you're just trying to be a good citizen, and then people are just pulling pranks like this on you. It's hilarious. I honestly, if that happened to me, I would just laugh. You just have to laugh. Everyone was just so confused, like, what the hell just happened? They played it off so well. And oh man, he's all just bundled up in that coat. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. But, you know, shout out to them. And what else is going on? So it was Thursday. It was, like I said, it was Thanksgiving. You know, of course, the Cowboys lost. And for those of you that are Cowboys fans, I mean, what did you expect? You know, I can't. It's the boys. The boys are going to be the boys, and they're going to lose games. Yet they've yet to have a win. They've not beat a team with a winning record. Okay, so all their wins that they have are all losing record teams. So what does that show you? That shows you they're better than the losing record teams, but that's it. It doesn't get much further than that. And, you know, and I'm sorry they had to lose like that. You know, the Bills are a good team, but they got dominated, and I'm not surprised. You know, Jerry Jones is out there, doesn't even know what to do, you know, blaming it on everyone else. You know, maybe he should take part of the blame. You know, maybe it's part, you know, it's his problem too. when you keep Jason Garrett there for this many years, I mean, what do you expect? He's not going to win a bowl. You got to figure something out. And Jason Garrett, here's the thing, is Jason Garrett, I think I've never seen a coach who doesn't coach. He just stands on the sideline. Really, he just sits there and he just looks pretty in a little cowboy hat and cowboy, polo, whatever the hell he wears. He's got the greatest gig, in the world, really. He just shows up, lets everyone else do everything around him, but the thing is he takes all the blame. He's getting all the blame for it. As he should, he's the head coach. You're going to take that responsibility. You're going to be in that position. You're going to have to take the blame. I just don't think he just doesn't have he's just not a coach. He just stands there. He's the get-back coach. And everyone who's played football knows about the get-back coach, okay? And for those of you who don't know about the get-back coach, it's the coach who tells the players to get behind the sideline. Okay? The get-back coach. Get back. That's pretty much what he is the get-back coach. So, maybe he should open up an offensive playbook, maybe learn how to, run it. I know he's not the offensive coordinator. I know he's not the defensive coordinator. But he's the get-back coach. That's what he is. And so they got to figure something out. I mean, it's so funny. Of course, Jerry Jones is going to be pissed when he loses the Patriots. That was last week. He's going to lose to the Patriots. He's going to be pissed because he wants to beat the Patriots, and that's a more high-profile game. You got, he's more. I think he's more in competition with the. What is the damn? Why can't I think of it? The owner of the Patriots. Let's see. Wow, it's on the tip of my. What the frick is it? It is. Yeah, look at it. Something Kraft, right? Robert Kraft. That's what it is. Right? Let me see. Yeah, Robert Kraft. I think he's more. Yeah. So Jerry Jones, I feel like is in a more competition. He's just in a competition with Robert Kraft. That's it. He's like, Robert Kraft's got this side business down in Florida. Nice back rubs, maybe with a little bit of a happy ending. He's winning Super Bowls. He's got the right coaches. I think that Jerry Jones just wants to be Robert Kraft. And I think that's why he was so mad after they lost, that he's like, damn, I didn't beat Robert Kraft. He doesn't even want to beat the Patriots. He just wants to beat Robert Kraft. Because in his mind, that's the competition. That's who, they're pretty much the same person, but except for, Robert Kraft is the, Robert Kraft is, the name brand cereal. And then, Jerry Jones is just some generic Fruit Loops. He's a little Fruit Loop out there. Not even called Fruit Loops. Like Loop Fruits, And so I don't even think he wanted to beat the Patriots. He just wants to beat Robert Kraft. And that's why he was so mad. And that's why he was just out there, saying he's going to fire people. We need to, get coaching changes. And actually he does need to. He needs to switch up the coach because it just obviously hasn't worked. I mean, yeah, they've had good seasons. The Cowboys have always had good seasons, but do they finish? No. And will they ever? No. Why? Because they are the Cowboys. And they just will not finish. They may be just cursed, honestly. And honestly, I think of all the NFL teams, the Cowboys are the best to make fun of. I mean, they're an easy target. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a Raiders fan. It's easy to make fun of the Raiders. I get it, But at least I'm not a Cowboys fan. Okay? America's team? I don't think so. It's Jerry World up there. He's running. He doesn't. He's just out there. He's probably doing, some blow, hanging out with some 20-year-olds in the box up there, watching the games. I've seen pictures. I know this boy is just, he's not in it to to win Super Bowls. It's all an image thing. He would like to win Super Bowls, but he just, I think he knows it's a long shot. But the fact that he's kept Jason Garrett out there, I mean, you got to let that boy go. He's done his time. And and I think it is. Then he comes, so he loses yesterday, Thursday, Thanksgiving, to Buffalo, and then he comes with a press conference interview and says that he's gonna have Jason Garrett finish the season. Thinking positive on it. And because he was just so shell shocked, when he lost to Robert Kraft. It's pretty much Dallas, Jerry World versus Robert Kraft world, whatever you want to call it there. Now here's the difference. Like I said, Robert Kraft he's got the team, he's got the quarterback, he's got the coach, he's got the bling on his fingers, and I just think Jerry Jones he's just jealous of him, and so that's why he was really mad after the Patriots game. And maybe maybe I'm taking too much blame on Jason Garrett. It could be another like Al Davis situation. All right, where Jerry's just holding his team back, really, and not making them any better. Just kind of a cancer. He's there, and it's always going to be bad if he's around. If he's around, it's just always going to be bad. So and of course they took the L, but it is what it is, and you just got to move on. On to the next one. I don't even know who the hell they play, but they're probably gonna lose. But we'll see. Who knows? It's still got another half of the season left, but time's running out. They can't afford to lose another game. If they lose another game, they're done, boy. They are done. But either get rid of Jason Garrett, or maybe just don't be the owner of the Cowboys anymore. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyways, I love when I do love seeing the Cowboys lose, because Stephen A. Smith loves seeing the Cowboys lose. And seeing Stephen A. Smith's reaction to when the Cowboys lose is probably one of my favorite pastimes. Why? Because it's just hilarious. And it's the perfect reaction to a Cowboys loss. So, and Stephen A., just always stay the same, Stephen A. I used to not like the boy that much. I didn't like him that much when I first, when I first heard of him, which was years ago. I mean, I was young. I was real young. But I'm a huge fan of him now. And this is an example why I'm a huge fan of Stephen A. Smith.
Empty seats here. No Damian Woody. No Marcus Spears. Oh, I'm sorry, Swagoo. None of those guys. I guess Molly and Max will be here eventually, but I'm just looking around. I'm looking for anybody that picked the Cowboys. I'm looking for anybody out there that said the Cowboys is going to win. I'm looking for those Cowboy fans everywhere. It's the day after Thanksgiving, and I'm quite sure you're not happy today. Keep up alive, though. Keep up alive. Somehow, some way, we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. That's what y'all been telling that old dude, Stephen A., didn't you? But it ain't going to happen. I'm so sorry. I actually wanted to wait until Christmas to break this news to you. Unfortunately, the Dallas Cowboys beat me too.
There it is. And there it is. Stephen A. just keeping it real. Just doing his thing. He loves seeing the Cowboys lose, and I love it too. I look forward to seeing his reaction when the Cowboys lose. It's great. And I'm sure a lot of people do. I can't be the only one out there. In fact, I know I'm not the only one out there. So, it's great to see. It's great to see. And you know what? I'm sorry for you. You know, I have friends that are Cowboys fans, but that's just what it is. It's just they're the Cowboys, and you can come back at me because I'm a Raiders fan, but that's fine. That's totally fine, because you know I'm not a Cowboys fan. You know, Raider Nation, the nation. You know, and you know some people are like, "Yo, you're losing the Raiders to Vegas." You know, good. I'm glad they're going to Vegas. Gives me another reason to go to Vegas. You know? So, you know, shout out to Las Vegas Raiders. You know, I'm not too, you know, sure on their fan base down there, but it's going to be all right. They're going to be good. They're going to be in a brand new stadium. Even though the Coliseum is, you know, the Coliseum by far the best stadium in the NFL. And in the MLB. It's the best stadium. And if you want to argue with me on that, then catch me outside. Okay? Because that is the best stadium there is. And I don't even, there's no debate. Okay? Who doesn't like to play on that baseball field in the beginning of the season on that hard dirt? You know? I love it. I absolutely love it. I know the away teams don't love it. You know, but that's just part of the Coliseum. That's that Raider Nation. That's that, you know, that's that just win, baby. Coming at you hard. Sorry, that sounds a little creepy. But either way, it's the nation. You know, one nation under God, and that's the Raiders. So shout out to the Raiders. You know, hopefully they get that dub against KC. We need that dub against KC. We didn't have the greatest performance against, you know, the New York Giants. But, you know, but neither did the Cowboys. So, you know, just saying, neither did the Cowboys. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm feeling, you know, I'm still feeling good. They still have a shot. They got this. Derek Carr got this. So, you know, shout out to the Raiders. Them Raiders. But you know what? You know what's worse than a Cowboys fan, or just the Cowboys in general, are the kids that are like in high school. And you know, I'm not trying to say they're worse, or I don't mean to shit on these kids, but they set themselves up for failure. Okay. The kids who are making videos about, you know, rocking like a Revo Speed, and like how they have the most swag on the field. And then you go to Max Preps and you see their team and they're 0-10. You know. And maybe the dude who made the video who thinks he's balling has maybe for the whole season 3 catches for 21 yards. I've seen a lot of that. You know. And you're just a fool, you know. You like the game. I think you like dressing up. You like just being. You like playing dress up. You don't even like to play football. You just like to play dress up. And you know, you're a clown. You're an Antonio Clown out there. For example, like, you know, I mean, I'm just saying that I've seen a video with this kid. He's just talking about how if you don't have a Revo Speed, you suck. You have no swag. But apparently he has 0 swag because, you know, 3 catches for 21 yards and an 0-10 record and loses by 50 on homecoming. That's not a good look. Not a good look, man. But, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, I mean, if you didn't think you were going to be roasted, then you just don't know what the internet is, you know. Some people, I think, you know, they post stuff or they'll say something and they don't understand the consequences because the internet is a ruthless place. It is ruthless out there. And anything can happen out there on the internet. And sometimes you don't think, you know, even me, sometimes I say some shit and I don't even really mean it, but I just said it. And it can come back to you and bite you in the ass. But anyways, yeah. So here's just an example of some of that. You know, if I was a coach and I seen any of my team, any of my players rocking this swag, there's gonna be a problem, man. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a recipe for 0-10, lose by 50 on homecoming. And that's a guaranteed. Because, I mean, if you're going to be rocking those hand warmers out there, dude, you know, you've already lost the game. You're too much. You're so worried about clout. You know. I don't even like to use that word, but I mean, that's what it seems like what it is. And, you know, I mean, and to be having matching ones, you know, and to come out side by side together. I mean, these dudes are hiding from something, and I don't know what it is. But whatever it is, they're hiding behind an 0-10 record is actually what it is. 0-10, you know. Maybe 4 rushes for -3 yards, maybe 1 yard. I'll give him a yard. Just getting truck sticked out there. Man, and as a player too, I would just be like, dude, don't wear that. I mean, we already suck, and you're gonna go out there and wear this, Or if you have Supreme, if you have the Supreme sticker on the back plate with the back plate sticking out. That's just, man, that just does not look good. And maybe that's the new trend. This is what these kids like. But I'm just gonna go on record and say that's an 0-10. That's an 0-10. And losing by 50 on homecoming, that doesn't feel good. Losing on homecoming in general is just not very ideal. There's not much to brag about there. And maybe that's why they suck so bad. They're just, like I said, they're just playing dress up. I'm just out here for the show. I'm just out here trying to look swaggy. You can look swaggy, but just, you got to play the game though too. And unfortunately, if you're wearing that, I don't think you're too worried about the game. I think you're worried about what this IG pic might be. Or, this Twitter pic or this Twitter post. But, maybe I'm being too hard on the kids. I'm probably being too hard. But that's just what's going. I mean, if I see that, that's what's going through my mind. And maybe these coaches are older. They don't really know what that is. Maybe they think it's a new Nike brand or some shit. I don't know. I hope not. But, And don't get me wrong. I've rocked and here's the thing, too. Here's the thing. Like, if maybe they're not even, maybe they don't even start. All right? But the thing is they went online and bought ones that matched their colors, and obviously these two kids are these two kids are best friends. Obviously, they probably share the same girl too. But it's just you just gotta. I don't know. And they could just be, riding the bench, and it's it's not a playoff game because they actually went 0-10, so it's not a playoff game, but it's getting later in the season, and since it's later in the season, it's cold and they're on the bench, and so they just got to keep their hands warm. And if that's the case, then you know what, just let it be, I guess. Let it be. But if you're out here and you're starting. It's not a good look. I don't know. Like I said, I'm probably... And you know what the funny thing is? And maybe it does look a little cold. I see people in the back with jackets. But I have a feeling that these kids are rocking these hand warmers when it's September and the beginning of the season and it's hot out. But they got to have the swag on. You know what I mean? You got to be rocking the Revo Speed. You got to have the Supreme hand warmer on. You got to have the loose long sleeve shirt on, a little bit of the shoulder pad hanging out. And maybe that's not their fault. Those jerseys look a little skimpy, you know what I mean? Like on the arms. So sometimes that's not your fault. Sometimes the jersey just naturally does that with the pads, but we'll see. We'll see. And I believe someone I found this picture on Twitter, and I believe someone looked up and seen that they are 0-10. That they went 0-10, and it happens. It happens. But anyway, anywho, all right, I'm gonna wrap this puppy up. That's really all I have for today. Again, Paradise Sutter. Saturday tonight, November 30th at River Valley High School at 7 o'clock. Be there, be square. I will be square because I'm away for work, so I can't be there, but I'll be watching it. I will definitely be watching that game. You can live stream it. I don't know what the website's called if you want to live stream it. Let me look it up here real quick. Because it's actually a nice live stream. It's not bad. You got to pay for it, you do got to pay for it. It's like $5. $5. You got to like subscribe to this network, and then that network, and you watch the game on that network. But you could just delete the subscription after you watch it. So let me see what it is called. So if you want to watch it, you can watch it. I'm excited. I'm super excited. I can't wait. I'll be waiting all day tomorrow for this game. And I got to play the game of their lives, really. The Sutter team is no joke. The Sutter program is no joke. It's always been dominant. So we'll see what happens. What the hell's going on here? Alrighty. It's not what I wanted. When you got the iPad mini from like 2012, it doesn't work that well. Just saying. And it's not working. All right, let me get back here. Now it's back on the Robert Kraft thing, man. Now back. Yo, this thing is bugging out. All right, just stay calm. Let's go. I don't know. My thing's not working. Oh, well. But if you want to watch the game, you can go to Max Preps. Type in Paradise, search up Paradise, go to their schedule, and where it says Paradise for Sutter, there's going to be a little link that says Watch Live Broadcast. You click that, and then you got to sign up for this subscription to this channel. It's like $6 a month, but you can just do it for that 1 month, $6 for the game, and then you can delete it, cancel the subscription. So yeah, so if you want to watch it, that's where you watch it. Anyways, I forgot to shout out to my sponsors. So before I leave, shout out to the sponsor, Redwood Cove Brewing Company, always coming at you with them heavy hitters, and the new pale ale, the leftover. It was originally gonna be IPA, and now it's a pale ale. So I was wrong. I said IPA in the last couple podcasts, but it is a pale ale, the leftover pale ale, and it is delicious as always. And of course, Eric Jensen is always hard at work. So yeah, thanks for listening to the JayCast clan out there. I appreciate you. And as always, stay classy, San Diego. And I hope everyone has a good weekend. And hopefully there's a P-Town beatdown this weekend, baby. Let's go. CMF. Shout out to my CMF brothers and sisters. Shout out to the coaches. Shout out to the players. Go get it done out there. Go make Paradise proud. Go represent the town as you have this whole season. And we're proud of you. And no matter the outcome, we're going to be holding our heads up high, baby. So go get them Huskies, boy. Go get them Huskies, boy. All right. And always stay classy, San Diego. Always stay classy. One